Hi, welcome back. So in year 11 this week, we've been looking at our topic of rights and responsibilities, and we had a guest speaker come in from Amnesty International, and he spoke to the year group about the work that Amnesty do. This was quite an uncomfortable talk because it opens our eyes to things that we know are true, but we choose not to look at. These weren't things I didn't know, but I don't look at them because if I look at what's going around the world, if I'm aware of it, I'm led to a really painful reality of, well, I'm choosing to ignore this. And that's quite hard. So confronting them with things that are going on in the world, it's quite difficult. We watched a great clip where people were talking about the one thing they would take. When you leave, when the missiles are coming, when the wars arrived at your town, what would you take? You have 10 minutes to leave the house, what do you grab? And people were saying all sorts of things. These were real life stories. People saying, the medication for my child. But of course, that's going to run out. You know, as a parent, when I hear that and say, okay, they've grabbed the medication for their child, and I know that means they've got something that might last a week, maybe a couple of weeks. But what then? I don't know how far I'm going to walk. I don't know how long this journey is going to be. And I've got my child's life in my pocket, and I'm hoping that it doesn't run out. There was a guy who said I'd bring a cup, because then at least I have some dignity. When you ask people for water, and then you say, actually, do you have anything I can drink it out of? After a while, people get fed up and they start saying no. At least I don't have to ask for a cup. These are basic human needs. And through this talk, what we were able to get was that perspective perhaps on our own life. Because I thought I had some big problems when I came into work today, and then I realised that I've got a cup. What am I moaning about? We looked at the lives of people like Nazanin Zaghari Radcliffe, who's currently in prison in Iran, and how that came about. We looked at people like Raif Badawi, a blogger in Saudi Arabia. He goes online, he says the education system isn't very good in his country and he'd do it differently. He gets 1,000 lashes, 50 every Friday, public square, and 10 years in prison. We look at a death row inmate in America, 18 years in solitary confinement. Imagine that. Every single day of their life so far for our young people, in a room where you don't see anyone. Every single day you've been alive. And then after 18 years, he's exonerated. It was a wrongful conviction. What we're doing is opening the eyes to some of the travesties that are happening around the world so that A, we can feel better about our own lives and realise just how blessed we are to not be enduring some of those things, and B, maybe nurture a sense of responsibility that says, do you know what, maybe I could and should do something about that. And Amnesty gives an opportunity to do that with something as simple as writing letters. Hopefully that was of use. You might want to ask them about some of the case studies, some of the examples they heard, and I will fill you in on what we're doing next week. Thanks, bye.